Glorious. And Reddit seems to like it. It's a pity that that was anticlimactic, but its head was stabbed. Sin Sink. Eh? The goblin Sin Sink. Male goblin. Was a fisherman for a bit. Began wandering the wilds. Was an adventurer. Found a lover. In 204. The narrow horror, Naglak, tunnel shades, the death of phantoms, head was cut off. Okay, so Stu confronted the narrow horror. Naglak, tunnel shades, the death of phantoms. Naglak, tunnel shades, the death of phantoms, head was stabbed by Isubu. The narrow horror, Naglak, tunnel shades, the death of phantoms, center, eyelid was torn out. The narrow horror, the death of phantoms, in the swamp of gaping, was struck down. Shortly after, broke up with his lovers and found a new lover, got married, divorced, got married in 14, divorced in 227, found another lover, broke up, found another lover, wait, okay, found another lover with a different name, and they got married. And then they confronted the Bronze Colossus, Stetok, Fury Mobbed, the Godly. Isubu was struck down by the Bronze Colossus, Stetok, Fury Mobbed, words. Yeah, you can... Dwarf Fortress is one of the easiest games to mod out there. Only got 1 kill on the Phantom, though, which is good. The Radiant Seductions and the Tender Council of String. I mean, obviously they're a sewing guild, or sewing cult. They sew each other together. I agree with this. It does sound like a terrible thing. What did Setok end up doing? The godly in the Setok, you mean the Bronze Colossus Setok Fury Mobbed the godly in the Hordy Prairie. Okay. Fury Mobbed the Godly was a large bronze colossus. It was the only one of its kind. Setok was associated with war, strength, and metals. Settled in the dreadful winter, and Setok became an enemy of the Playful Fellowship. Seems to be pretty standard. Gets angry with a lot of people. Attacked the climactic pillar at Lash Dangle. Struck down some dwarves. Struck down some more dwarves. Routed the climactic pillar. The lenses of disembowelment. And destroyed Lash Dangle. Got quite a bit of history. That seems to be pretty standard so far for Bronze Colossus. Murdering a lot of people. Dent them in the head and they die. I mean, there is that very glorious image of that, what am I looking for here? Of a puppy killing a Bronze Colossus. Struck down. Some kobolds. Routed Buster Bin? Buster Bin of an unknown civilization and destroyed Shell Skin Knighted. Buster Bin. Bust U-R-B-I-N. Place. Also became the enemy of the Band of Garlic, which is an excellent name. think Garlic's in the chat right now. Is that your band? The Band of Garlic? Well, that's good to know, Izuma. I didn't actually know that. I've never actually seen a Bronze Colossus in Dwarf Fortress. Like, over 1,000 hours now, I've never seen a Bronze Colossus. Only read about them in Legends. And seen drawings of them. Struck some people down. Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's see how this thing died. Leader is a vampire, of course. Just like your cereal is run by Captain Crunch. Nope. I said I've never seen a Bronze Colossus in Dwarf Fortress. I've seen them in videos. So Tuck attacked the Blaze of Clapping at Rock Pear. And in the mid-spring of 248, Setok was struck down by a grizzly bear in Rock Pear. Enemy of everybody, 175 notable kills. $112 other kills. I wish I could have seen that fight. I'm also sad that the grizzly isn't named. You know, I would feel like it wait, hold on. Was that, Rock Pear doesn't sound like an... Oh, no, it must have been an elf place. Or like Dark Elves, because... maybe not, actually. And 248 struck down a goblin. But 244 was attacking elves. I was thinking maybe it could be Dark Elves or something, because... Don't heal between fights, so it makes sense if it fought for its whole life. I mean, it did fight a lot of things. So you can get giant saltwater crocodiles. Giant saltwater crocodiles are terrifying. Like, or rather, crocodiles in general are terrifying. Man, I just have to say thank you to everybody who's been watching my YouTube channel recently. I'm just glancing at my YouTube channel right now and it's like, wow, this thing's actually growing for the first time in forever. The first time in months, it's actually like picking up speed a little bit. So I hope it keeps up at the rate it's going, because it's really nice. Be nice to grow my YouTube channel a little bit. Like, I went from getting like, I don't know, 80 views a day to, you know, 500 to 1,000. So you're looking at Dwarf Fortress vids again? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is it right now. I think I can show this to you. I'm not part of a network. But yeah, that day before DF came out, DF came out. Since then, it's been like that. I'm no big YouTuber or nothing, but nice to see my YouTube videos getting some traffic. No, not at all, Nick Roy. Not at all. Got me 1 million views, but no, not really. That's how it happens. It's nice to see. Yeah. All right. I think I've kind of hit enough Legends mode. So what do we say we try and, you know, go back to what we were doing before? What do you think? Necromancers can create race now. Races. That's fort. Whoops, wrong fort. I'm too used to pressing enter twice. Wrong fort. We're gonna back out of this fort. And then we'll go to the other fort. I mean, clearly you're 6 days, 7 days? 8 days? How many days? 7 days into the wait, so you might as well just wait. Yeah, they can create new races by doing experiments. All right, let's do this properly this time. Region 5. So it's a different world. All right, so this is the fort that we're working on. It's a little framey because there's some magma flowing, but it is what it is. It's not unplayable or anything. It's a volcano fort. Okay. Activate sexy. What? But over here, as you can see, I kind of accidentally pierced the side of the volcano. I could try to, like, fix it, but work. So, there is kind of a lava flow on the side. It's fine. I might try and make, like, a lava moat or something with it. Which I've kind of tried to contain a little bit there so it doesn't just burn all the trees up. Yeah. How's your mansion? Your mansion? What mansion? Anyway, first level. These are bedrooms. We're working on this. Those bedrooms up at the top are getting worked on. The game did have a crash where we missed a were attack, so I'm expecting some sort of were creature attack in the coming days. To the point where I might just lock the doors. Oh, Mason. I read mansion. I'll check. Farming lair. Right here is main anything goes temple in the circle, and the thingies sticking off the edges are the new temples, or religious worship places. Those long thingies down at the bottom are guilds, and then we have our tavern up at the top there, as well as some offices. Down here is what's going to be a crafting layer. That's tin that we were mining. Down here is my magma forges and our magma reservoir, which claimed 1 life, unfortunately. That blood, no, it's a dog in the stairwell. If we go down a little further, this right here is our military training, our hospital, and soon to be, okay, so what I'm planning on doing with our murder device over here is pretty simple. This is going to have stonefall traps all the way along it, and I'm going to fill the sides up with magma, and I'm going to hope that they dodge out of the way of the falling boulder on the stonefall traps and fall into the lava. Seems like a decent plan to me. I don't know. And then underneath, I'm going to fill this area, or I'm going to make all of this covered with grates all the way across so that I can then open floodgates from down here and flood the magma off of the map. Someone else was saying that it would probably be easier to do it with, what's the word I'm looking for here? Someone was saying that it would be much easier and quicker to pump it, but I'm going to do it with floodgates because I like watching floodgates empty out. That's why. You need a tiger held at the head at the cave mouth that yells infidel? What, for the were creature? And down here is where we're putting the dead, which needs to be worked on. And then we dug down a little bit trying to find caverns, and then I kind of gave up at about layer 60. I don't know, I find that pumps just tend to break a lot, and then I have to rebuild the pump stack, and by that point I'm like, bleh, and then I'm like out. And this over here is how we're going to fill this from the volcano. And hopefully it doesn't kill multiple dwarves, which it probably will. In my experience, it usually kills a bunch of dwarves. As I'm not entirely certain how to do that safely. Currently, we have 107 dwarves. If anybody would like a dwarf, let me know. And we have to check in with Cryo Shakespeare's Mason. There you are. You're currently making rock blocks. You've murdered some weasels. You're very uneasy. You should just go pray. Maybe I should take you off of making rock blocks for bits and let you go pray. Because you're just so busy. Because we do have a place where you can go pray. But I guess you're just too busy. But, you know. You're a little thirsty. Hauling a boulder. Melkir. The Dwarven Child. Apparently you were annoyed after drinking without a goblet, cup, or mug. We have lots, though, so. The workshop is your chapel? I mean, I could actually make that happen. Could you have a random dwarf? Literally a random dwarf? All right. I'll close my eyes, look up, hold the up arrow for a little bit until I get about a right time, maybe right about now. That's a named dwarf. I'm gonna look back up and just hold the up arrow for a little bit longer, and hopefully I don't get a second named dwarf. That's not a named dwarf. The hunter. Edzul. Difio. Diffio. Apparently you killed a weasel in Respectrock. Good on you. I don't handle pressure well. I don't handle pressure well. Within the last season, she felt pleasure near a fine table. And she felt pleasure near a fine table. And she felt pleasure near a fine seat. And pleasure near a fine table. Most of our furniture is made out of tin. Because I have more tin than I know what to do with. You can have a random dwarf, or you can pick a specific dwarf if you want. Fellow weasel womper indeed, yes. 46 years old, born on the 20th of Moonstone in the year 207. Her somewhat broad ears have small lobes, and her somewhat short head is somewhat narrow. Her skin is wavy, and her medium-length hair is neatly combed. Also, cooler. I was kind of serious earlier when I said that I need more thumbnails. And I know that your response is going to be, more? Probably WTFR derp, but I do need more. Two more random dwarfs coming right up. Just let me read this one. Personally, doesn't care about nature one way or another, and dreams of raising a family. But yeah, cooler, what I need is pretty simple. I need like 8 variations of thumbnails for adventure mode, and like 8 variations of thumbnails for Legends mode. I'm thinking for Legends mode, maybe like a scroll or a book instead of a dwarf. And for adventure mode, maybe a dwarf with like a sword and board. Or like maybe just like a sword and shield instead of a dwarf. Whatever works. What do you think, chat? What do you think an adventure mode thumbnail for my YouTube channel should look like? You can find my YouTube channel by clicking this. Personally, doesn't care one way or another about nature. Doesn't care about nature one way or another in terms of raising a family. Enjoys the company of others and doesn't handle stress well. Tends to be swayed by the emotions of others and is quick to anger. And she isn't given to flights of fancy. And she is a friendly individual. Needs alcohol to get through the working day and is currently unfocused by unmet needs. Has the ability to read emotions fairly well and is incredibly quick to heal. Is 46 years old, born on the 20th of Moonstone in the year 207. Her somewhat broad ears have small lobes and her somewhat short head is somewhat narrow. Her hair is wavy and her medium-length hair is neatly combed. Her hair is dark traup and her skin is peach. Her eyes are emerald and her eyes have slightly thin irises. She likes bronze, pink tourmaline, gems, shoes, and hatch covers and cherry trees for their fruit and the words of the East Wanderer. Can you have that dwarf? No. This is the same fort as that, so your dwarf is dead. We'll worry about you last. It's gonna take a little bit of research, Flabort. Once I get all these random dwarves done first. Salford, Sal, and Vault Hunter are next. Let's just go with Dusty for Dusty Vault Hunter. I'm gonna hold up the arrow for a little bit because you said random, so I'm gonna do that. Let's hope a lot. No. Erdim, the wrestler. Dusty Vault Hunter. Kind of sounds like a... that, or it's Dusty Volt Thunder. Your father is Zack the Axe Lord. Big shoes to get into. Got some passing acquaintances, a few deities. I have improved my striking, and that was satisfying. She feels satisfied. upon improving striking. Within the last season, she felt satisfied teaching wrestling. I know it's vault. Wait, did I? Oh, I missed the key. There you go. Vault. DF bug can really bite you, yeah. I'm gonna stop reading Legends and playing DF and focus on watching the stream. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress it sucks you in a little bit. She is 13 years old. Wow, you're a young wrestler. 13 years old, born on the 6th of Felsite in the year 240. Her hair is extremely long and she has a once thin frame, now bearing enormous thick layers of fat. Sumo wrestler. And her somewhat tall head is extremely narrow, and her tall ears are somewhat broad. Her hair is dark taupe, and her skin is a crew. Her eyes are emerald. She is very slow to tile, agile, and strong and tough. She personally doesn't respect a society that has settled into harmony without strife and debate, dreams of creating a great work of art. She disdains even the best advice of associates and family, relying strictly on her own counsel. She is deliberately cruel to those unfortunate enough to be subject to her sadism. She forms strong emotional bonds with others, and at times to her detriment. She feels a strong need to pay back any favor done for her, and she is made deeply uncomfortable by differences in others in culture and or appearance. She has a great trouble mastering fear when confronted by danger and doesn't mind a little tumult and discord in day-to-day living. She generally acts with a narrow focus on the current activity, and she has a greedy streak. She is curious and eager to learn, and she tends to be a little tight with resources when working on products. And then Salford Sal would like a random dwarf. Geshin, also a wrestler. Who plays LOL? Really? I love the idea of a 55-year-old lawyer playing League of Legends. Bet you he just mutes everybody in chat when he gets in there. Unless you're saying who plays Dwarf Fortress. LOL. It's hard to tell. Salford. Sal. Yeah, I read that right. There we go. She is exhilarated after a sparring session and feels euphoric due to inebriation, feels satisfied upon improving striking, but was a little bit grouchy about drinking some old booze, and was a little bit grouchy about having a drink without using a goblet, cup, or mug. Her straight hair is extremely long, and she has a very thin body with almost no fat on it. Her extremely short nose is hooked, and her slightly protruding emerald eyes have thin irises. Her dark skin is wrinkled, and her somewhat long eyebrows are somewhat high. She is currently less private. She personally greatly prizes loyalty and values hard work. She has a strong tendency towards privacy, and she tends to be quite comfortable with others that have a different appearance or culture. She is stubborn, though she is conflicted by this, part of herself, as she enjoys the company of others, and she finds helping others to be emotionally rewarding. She does not easily fall in love, and rarely develops positive sentiments. She is not particularly interested in what others think of her, and she is currently more shameless. Both LOL and DF. Oh, really? Well, that's even better. Does he probably plays DF and Q. I used to know some people who did that. It's actually how I found out about League. That's how I found out about Dwarf Fortress. You have a lover who isn't in the fort. How unfortunate. You do have some passing acquaintances and a few deities. Lots of cousins, though. Some family members in fort, including a niece. And, Odal the Minor, your older brother. Okay, so Flabort wanted somebody that was related to Flabort. Now, is there a way for me to figure that out within this mode easily? Let's find out. Yeah, this is the memorial to Flabort. This is an exceptional, nice memorial to Flabort. The slab reads, in memory of Flabort, born in 165, died of thirst in the year 253. Mayor of the Wild Rock in 252, and friend of the giant cockatiels. Yes, but can I check the relationships of a dead dwarf? Fortunately, I can't. Let's look at a couple children. We'll see if Flabort pops up anywhere. Just a couple random dwarves. There you are. View. Okay, so there was a child. Yeah, it looks like you just have friends, because you were one of the originals, right? Adamonka was your lover. The Spearmaster. Ficod the Miner was a passing acquaintance. That's all that we've got that's open. Well, that's all that we got. It's a pity. Anyone related to the lover? Would you like something like that? Or I could do somebody related to a close friend. Ovsalot was a close friend. Apparently Ovsalot and Kibs and Britches are together. Ficod the Miner? Alright. Apparently a novice observer and a legendary miner. He's embarrassed after sleeping without a proper bedroom. We are working on that. Do you want, like, Flabort the second? Or do you just want Flabort? Like, do you have a particular name that you want? Let's just go Flabort the second for right now. Wants a proper bedroom? 2? Okay. Flabort 2, Electric Boogaloo. I was worried after being unable to acquire something, so you're a little stressed out. We need to get you a proper bedroom. 24 years old, born on the 25th of Malachite in the year 229. He's the son of Zagular and Inual Silverwalted, and is romantically involved with Shortast Slaughterpage. That's a name. He personally sees competition as wasteful and silly. Values sacrifice and dreams of mastering a skill, and this dream was realized. His good kinesthetic sense and a great musical sense, a sharp intellect, and a good feel for social relationships. Likes chalk, zinc, fortification, ogate, large gems, and 2-humped camelmen for their humps, and the words of the berry of desserts, and when possible, he prefers to consume magpie, cave lobster, and rambutan wine. And absolutely hates, I do mean hates, leeches. Can't stand the bastards. And I'm just going to assign you a bed real quick. I need more beds. So let's just get those all going quick. Not so bad so far, though. But yeah, thank you very much to everybody for hanging out today. Thanks, everybody. So yeah, like I said, frame rate's a little iffy, and the reason frame rate's a little iffy is this down here. This magma or lava. That's slowly filling up. Let's get a door on that. Let's get you a Gabbro coffer. I forgot I had that. Getukatgor, or whatever. Now, is this before or after I made all of that furniture? I think this is before. My tavern filled with tin tables. If so, it's most certainly before. Oh shit, we're getting that cool dance again that I saw. Look at them, they're dancing in a triangle. Yeah, no, they do have a train sim bundle, which is actually kind of a really good deal. Oddly enough. How exactly did I start? Did I start the volcano? How exactly? I found a volcano on the map and settled next to it. Yeah, so we need to make some, we need to queue up tin tables. Yeah, it does. It's like this weird triangular motion that they do. There's another one that they do, which is sort of like that, except it's like two triangles kind of alternating, which is really cool. Let's just do tin table. Well, actually, I already did the tin tables. Let's just do tin cabinets, 50, and tin chest, not coffers, also 50. Yeah, there they go again. Or they're still going, rather. See if they do it again. Are those ant death spirals? Ant death spirals? Huh. I've seen I think my favorite dances are when they all, like, line up in a perfect circle and spin. Those are my favorite ones. Of the Towers of Grooving, yes. Towers of Grooving are the great Towers of Grooving. But, you know, looks like they might go again because there's still somebody in there. Are you singing? No, you're telling a story. All right, well, they'll just listen to stories for a bit then. My music just ended. Yes, it did. All right, well. Now it's kind of a, what do I actually need to do? This bedroom's done. We'll just give this to Flabort. Legendary Miner deserves it. Man, I got a lot of dwarves that are green that do not have bedrooms. We need to work on that. See, sometimes ant trails get confused and they start going in circles and they go in spirals until they starve to death. Huh. Well, ants are blind and operate mostly by scent, right? I'm correct? I think that's how ants work. It's been a while since I was paid any attention or thought about ants, I'll be honest. Kind of dark, though. Ants are bizarre creatures. but also fascinatingly. Actually, hives in general are bizarre and fascinating. I mean, they all look identical, so they gotta tell each other apart somehow, right? They gotta tell each other apart somehow. Here come them doors. Have like a microevolutionary structure? Yeah. When I was younger, I used to love pouring water in them, but you know. Hives are fascinating though. Gotta say that. They really, really, really are. Could you have a hatch cover in your room? Why? You know, some hatch covers made of tin. Was your dwarf particularly fond of hatch covers? I read through them and then immediately forget everything about the dwarf, so. See, I was a big fan of that YouTube channel, Cryo. And then I watched their video on marijuana and got kind of sad. Oops, that's a door. Also screwed up that one bedroom, but that's fine. You think your dwarf is fond of them? Yeah, that's fair. It's just got a lot of incorrect fear-mongering stuff. Well, not incorrect. Poorly researched old information. You like bronze, pink, tourmaline, gems, shoes, and hatch covers. I could give you a bronze hatch cover, probably. Oi, oi. Yeet. Although, I have a thing to show you. Animal, do you have that clip on tap? Could you post that clip? Actually, chat, could you just post those clips from earlier? That we had, if you still have them lying around. Otherwise, I can go grab them. But just... Enter, I mean, consider it your entrance. Maybe you get off work at the same time as Hobo finishes his workout. Also, hi, Nipple. How you doing? Yeah, definitely. We could probably do that if I could find your bedroom. Oh, yeah. Also, there's a zombie bard just hanging around the fort. It's just... I'll bet you his singing voice is beautiful. Oh, there it is. You don't work? Fair enough. Maybe you turn on your computer at the same time. I don't know. Now that just sounds like work. I don't think we have any pink tourmalines. Pretty certain we don't. We can even raise the dead or make the dead turn over in their graves. The were koala Stez, it's almost Steez, Stez, Sumanasad has come. A large koala twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. And its eyes glow chartreuse. Its sandy trout hair is long and shaggy. You will know exactly why you fear the night. All right, let's follow this thing. Bros have been told to go inside. There's a cat right there. Hopefully it goes for the cat. The dwarves have shown up to trade. Alright, not a good time, guys, but okay. The koala is probably still chasing that kitty. Fall in the volcano. Fall in the volcano. There's a lot of spam canceling jobs right now that we're not seeing. That wasn't the clip that I wanted you to see, though. Hold on. Here, let me see if I can find it. One that Animal took of the name of that place. This one. I'm not sure what it is, I'll be honest with you, Nipple. Alright, so it's basically in the fort now. Everybody's in there. The question is, do I want to try? Looks like right here is Toulon the Brewer. And Killamhai, the legendary engraver. I'm going to station my good squad right here. And we're going to follow the berserk creature. Here it comes, running down. Oh, what's it going for? Oh, there it is. Okay. So it looks like... unfortunately, Toulon the Brewer is going to be in a bad way in a moment. Is now dead, I think. Well, basically dead. My military is going for it. It appears to have been splatted. Lunges for Shorthast the Baroness. Did it get a bite in? No. Okay. She jumps away, she jumps away. I must withdraw. I feel very uneasy. Let's move one turn at a time. He's running for the safety. Oh no. Do we let her die, Chad? Do we let her die? Uh-oh. I hope she dies. Baroness Consort. Strikes. Kicks. Where Corolla kicks her. Hasn't bit her yet. Strikes her. Oh, I'm well aware of what that is. Cooler. I am well aware of who that is. Strikes. I don't see any bit. Although she's been knocked unconscious. Dwarves are rushing in to save her. It's what you call terrible timing. Tearing apart the skin. She's bleeding a lot. Dwarves pile on. Brewer's dead. Twists the neck. Force bends the neck. Where Koala strikes again. Hasn't bit her yet. Strikes the mace line, but it's parried. Okay. Lots of misses. Misses, misses, misses. Do I want to be at war with the mountain home? You know, Cooler, I'm well aware what the ramifications of this going bad for the Baroness are. And if that's what happens, that's what happens. You don't have to send me to Dwarf Fortress School and be like, this is what's gonna happen if this happens. Yes. Duh. Okay? One thing at a time. And if it happens, so be it. If we go to war with the mountain home, I got a volcano. Good luck to them. Fight continues. My Mace Lord has been bit. In the second toe. Amputate the leg. I have been at war with my own civ. If you steal artifacts from your own civ, you go to war with them. Jakes the Mace Lord around by the second toe. Oh no. The severed part sails off in an arc. And it's dead. I don't think the Baroness is... I mean, it might be. Okay, so my Mace Lord got bit. That was the only bite. The Axe Lord strikes the Were Koala in the left upper arm with his steel battle axe, and the severed part sails off in an arc. And as far as the Baroness goes, he's in a bad way. Excuse me while I nuke chat out of orbit. Hopefully someone comes and rescues her. I don't know if they recover the wounded of these people. All right, Mace Lord. How many Mace Lords do I have? I got 2 Mace Lords. Who's the one that got bit? It was either Squiggly or the other one. Squiggly is unscathed. One thing at a time. We'll work on the Urvad, the Mace Lord. So, okay, so the toe got bit off, and then they were shaken around by the toe. And then the toe sailed off in an arc. Is that going to cause infection? I'm assuming it will. It's a pity. Banishing them sounds like a great idea. Then they can go to the other civilizations and infect whole other dwarven fortresses. Alright, well. I'm going to remove you from your squad. I'm going to make a new squad with no uniform. The Hermetic Contracts. And we're going to add you to it. And, I have 2 options for this dwarf chat. I can either... Also, let's check in on the Baroness. She's not dead. She's moving. She's got some broken bones. The Baroness Concert of Ungrasped. Well, escaped the grasp of something. Okay, so Troll Potato, you say that. You say that, Troll Potato. Cheers for the lurker. Hello, hope you're doing well. But what about when friendly traders show up and then they all turn into were creatures? What about then? What about then? I think it's very much my problem. I mean, okay, so I could make something unfortunate happen, or I could have a little room for a were creature, which I've done before. Or I could just be like, yo, dude. Yeah, you see that over there? It's a very scary giant tower. How about you go raid this site? Details. We're going to attempt to openly attack and destroy the site. If he survives, we'll put him into a labyrinth. Spellcaster, hello again. Why would that be open treason? Crunchy FPS? Yeah, because of the magma flowing down the side of the mountain. Although frame rate almost always ends up being bad. Oh, quotes. I was like, but what? I'm still not certain what's open treason about this, even with quotes. Oh, really? Huh? A Narnia quote? I haven't thought about C.S. Lewis in a while, I'll be honest. What's my PC specs? Old and outdated. Why do you care? They're not listed anywhere because I'm not proud of them. Old and gold? Nah. Old and outdated and needs an upgrade. Diplomat somehow is alive. I'm impressed. Sub 10. Zumia. Anything that goes below 10 FPS, I can't deal with. This is fine still. Uh-oh. You guys seeing what I see? Good job, Esmil the Presser. That's an impressive use of space you've got there. Is it cozy? Need some help. Pressed himself into a corner, was built into a wall. I mean, you know. The dwarves are in the walls. I don't know anything about Ryzen related stuff. I'm so behind on what's good in the PC world. No, of course not. Why would I name a dwarf after you, Nipple? What kind of dwarf do you want? You'd like to be a Waldorf? Waldorf! Nipple was in a pickle. I could do without all of these creatures and that tangled greenery, so thus you walled yourself off into a cave. Within last season was annoyed after sleeping on a rough cave floor, and was frustrated after a lack of decent meals. Didn't feel anything after being away from family for too long, and was frustrated after being unable to practice a craft. What, we peeled him out of the walls? He's weak and very flimsy. Like sphalite, aluminum, green zircon, the color giant magpie leather, and rami fabric. Crosses, spears, and barrels. Giant raccoons for their cunning, and the sight of the imagination of dragons. It's an Imagine Dragons cover band. He personally deeply respects skill at arms and values honesty, dreams of raising a family, is unfriendly and disagreeable, and is bothered by this since he values friendship. He is sloppy with his living space, and he finds humor in most situations. He probably thinks this is hilarious. Is very quick to anger and can be single-minded, tends to avoid crowds, and can handle stress. Well, obviously, as soon as you get out, you're joining the military, even though you're very weak and flimsy. But yeah, I'm sure this isn't helping the frame rate. I don't know. Stone. The entire stream, definitely. Actually, no, I told this wall to be built right at the beginning of the stream, so. Oh, hey, the frame rate got better. Neat. Speaking of decent meals, chat, I'm hungry. And there's a sandwich in the fridge with my name on it. I'm gonna go grab my sandwich. I'll be back in a minute. Learning to dodge walls. Whole gassed, hello. Oh shit, the liaison from the mountain homes finally found our mayor. Well, I'm gonna eat a sandwich. Nom 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 nom. It's a good sandwich. A very good sandwich. Alright, so yes, I'm the liaison from the mountain homes. I'm gonna finish my sandwich first. This is not working. He didn't eat before going to demonstrations? Dwarves only eat about 4 times a year. They eat once a season. So dwarves don't actually eat very much. This is definitely the new Dwarf Fortress ASMR channel. There is much to share. Information has been added to the civilization and world info. What requests do you have of our merchants? 3 different types of leather. Gold bars. Copper bars, bronze bars, steel bars, brass bars, pig iron bars, rose gold bars, iron bars. Nah, I don't need aluminum. Bring bars, please. Hope you're doing well today, Stealthy. What's on the vitch? Cheese, a little bit of lettuce, some bell pepper, and honey ham. I actually have ham for the first time in about 2 weeks. Also, can you do me a huge favor, Stealthy? Kidnap Kiri, put her in a box, and ship her to Canada? But she wants snow so bad. She can, like, come over here and just deal with our schlop for us. She keeps expressing her jealousy on Twitter, yet at the same time, I had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, get in a fucking taxi, and go to my parents' house to help them shovel, because my dad pulled a nerve in his hip. So I've been up since 5 a.m. and I'm fucking tired. Green tourmaline specifically. You want me to import green tourmaline? Is that what you're telling me? What's up, Black Coffee? How you do? I'm offended by the fact that Frog Tips hasn't had a sub in like 2 weeks. Thanks, Hobo. Ham and cheese sandwich with some extra things chucked on. Kind of tempted to ask them to bring food. We have finalized the import agreement. Feel free to look over the docs. Thanks for hanging out, Shakespeare. It's more just a habit than anything. And I don't really want to get sandwich in my keyboard. Let's discuss what we are willing to offer for your craft store ship. Also don't really want to pick up on the mic if I can avoid it. Of course, I did the talking with a mouthful gag once because it's funny for 10 seconds and then it gets annoying. What do they want from us? Warhammers, bars, legware, anvils. I can give them lots of tin. I have to, like, take all of the keys off of my keyboard once every 6 months and completely clean it. Otherwise, it gets disturbingly disgusting. Scoundrel. Oh, right. Scoundrel's my mayor. The Scoundrel M on Twitch. Fantastic little streamer. And YouTuber. Is my mayor. I look forward to our meeting next year. Our fortunes rise and fall together. Because my other mayor kind of starved to death in a hole. Whoops. Listen to a lot of Ben Prunty. Not that that's a bad thing, though.
What does it take to be?
That's an ad. You're making me want to gag just reading that nipple. Just reading that makes me upset. Looks like Nipple is going to go eat now. It's weird. They really shouldn't come all the way out here to eat, but... Please, I haven't been paid anywhere near enough money today to open up my vodka. Silver Tongue's still sad? Come on, man. Alright. Well, they want bars. I got an unreasonable amount of tin that I can sell them. Like I said, an unreasonable amount of tin. Well, keep bragging about your amazing life situation. I stream video games on the internet and am way below what is considered to be a livable wage. I mean, we didn't know. Come to Sweden? No. Thanks. I'll stay in Canada. My family's here. And that's important to me. In Sweden, I'd have nobody. Same amount of cold here? That's not true even remotely. To the part where I live in Vancouver, Canada. We're way below you guys. I'd have to drive like 6 hours north to get close to you. Maybe more. I'd have you? No, I wouldn't. I don't know who you are. I know your username and your online persona, but do I really know anything about you? Absolutely not. I know nothing about you. Don't know who you are. Don't know how old you are. Don't know how you live, where you live, what you do. I know nothing about you. And trust me, weather is not the reason I wouldn't want to move country. There's a lot of reasons I don't want to move country. Anyway, keep bragging about your amazing life situation, and I will be amazed at the fact that that dwarf came back. Holy shit! We have Rambo! I thought it was gonna be like fought with one of them and came back. So for those of you who missed it, we have a were creature, or a dwarf that got infected with the were virus. And the were koala virus specifically. And I just said, go attack a necromancer tower. See you in 5. Basically saying, go die. And this is it killing zombies. The yellow ones are a zombie hunt, or like attacking it, confronting him. And then the blue is him killing it. We're gonna be here for a while, potentially. Do you think we just gotta keep doing this? And before we use this one soldier to kill every single thing in the entire world. I wanna wait until this ends before I check the actual number stone. Neil, thanks for the host. Okay. Okay, well, Urvad, militia captain, is back to drink. We're not on the full moon. 28 notable kills. 28 other kills. Wow. A one Dwarf army, yeah. Well, obviously we send you straight back out, because... Oh, Master Killamhai is the engraver. Is, their husband. She, actually. He was frustrated after being unable to practice craft and frustrated after being unable to pray. Man, sad story. But, unfortunately, I can't have any were creatures in the fort, so go die. Again. Maybe come back? Only reason to be so skilled? I mean, Urvad is a militia captain who isn't equipped with anything right now. Is covered in were koala blood splatter. Hobo the engraver has been missing for a week. Yeah, I set it to raise. Oh, no, I didn't set it to raise this time. So apparently Hobo's gone missing. Also, Sigil, what's up? No idea where. Maybe by the ink spot, she's told she has to go back. What do you mean? She's a hero, but she has to leave because she knows that if she stays, she will be the downfall of the entire fortress. God, now would be an excellent time for the full moon to take over, yeah? Oh, I wouldn't know. It's been a long time since I've played an old Fallout game. Also, guys, something to keep an eye on. Tomorrow we're going to be streaming a new game that's actually not out yet. We're going to be streaming a game called Stone Shard. Actually, we might be playing 2 games tomorrow. We might be playing Stone Shard and Scourgebringer. Depends on how I'm feeling. But this game, which is out tomorrow. So, she's gone. Best of luck, Dwarf. And there is a Necromancer Monster Slayer chilling in the fort. And a zombie. Both are socializing, I think. Sometimes the ghouls just gotta come out to listen to poetry. And the mostly disemboweled poet, who has an injury on the neck and is missing a foot, or missing a toe on the foot, is hanging out. And I hope that you don't become a were creature. I mean, Stone Shard, when said in a sentence, is going to throw you off. Have you contemplated changing your name, Stone Shard? Honest question. It does look pretty good. And then back to the current art job. Art job? But sounds good that you're planning IT things. Planning is always fun. Also, I'm gonna commission some art on the edge of this. Oh, that's gotta be an interesting gaggle of song. We've got an odd group of friends chanting, actually. We've got a bard zombie simulating an Arab. We've got a warrior, a goblin beast hunter simulating a Delado, and a bard chanting. Unfortunately, I can't look at what they're chanting, but fascinating. I went on your fort last night, which was half goblin invaders and half dwarf invaders, and there's no civ that you're at war with. Oh, really? Maybe just a wandering band of nutwads? The Axes of Ringing. I'm gonna say no, out of fear that that's the necromancer. Also, I'm just gonna let them use this exit as well. It just makes logical sense. Let's also automate that. Also, because I did get a crash at one point in this world, I'm just gonna save and reload it real quick. Just gonna have a hard save. It's too late for that, you're attached to it. You've been known by it for years now. Gotcha, Stone. Well, just don't look up whenever I say stoned. He's a very different person. Since I'm doing a hard save real quick, I'm just gonna take the time to point out that if you like the shenanigans that I do here 6 days a week, I have a Patreon. $1 a month goes a long way. Heck, $2 a month is basically as good, if not better, than a Twitch subscription. A little bit over that is equal to a Twitch subscription, but goes direct. You get the occasional update from me, and cooking videos when I produce them. It's been a little bit since the last one, but I hope to get one done this week. Making some more direct pathing to hopefully make pathing easier. Man, we're still waiting to trade with the merchants. Gosh. Traders requested at depot. Where are you at? Expecting MLH to be giving you money soon, though. Well, thank you. Looks like they're going on their journey. Looks like we missed a lot of possible things. Are the children sitting in, like, the number 9? Look at it sideways. It kind of looks like a 9. Or an infinity symbol. Or a G. Militia captain has returned once again and immediately transformed into a dwarf. Man. This dwarf is a monster. Wait, William is actually your name? Interesting. I mean, then again, most RPGs, like D&D, just kind of ripped a whole bunch of Scottish names and we're just like, boom! Fantasy! Welsh and Scottish and all those, that part of the world where the rest of us just think you guys are speaking a different language half the time. Granted, they could probably do the same with, like, Newfoundland. There's plenty of Newfie names / nicknames that they could pull from. Man. This is basically just the Doom Marine in dwarf form. Chuck Norris. Well, Rambo doesn't kill. So maybe it's that? Does anybody want to be this were creature? Which is literally Rambo. What, worried? Do I look worried? "41 other kills, 44 notable kills. A lot of zombies. Oh, I also can't wait for Doom Eternal. Anti-social worker? Did you already have a dwarf here? Maybe I'm going crazy. So you are a were-koala, and will probably die soon. But that's a lot of notable kills. You're definitely going down in the histories. You're a legendary mace dwarf and a skilled marks dwarf. And you're currently, this is even more badass, chat. You are currently naked. Currently, you're just stumbling. Do I send you out immediately? I think I send you out immediately. Raid them. The hermetic constructs. 45 days left. Yeah, I know, but I'm just sending right back out. Raise the place. It's like, I realize that you just got back, friend. You gotta get back out there. Back out onto your glorious quest to remove all undead from this world. Yeah, I think so too. Or just start sending them out on raids. Oh shit, they actually have their own instruments. Wait, how come it says simulate? I thought that simulate meant that they were pretending to play an instrument without actually playing it, but they're certainly holding... Oh, okay, they're simulating a different one. But they do actually have instruments. Interesting. Interesting. And Diffio is dismayed. Why are you dismayed, Diffio? Probably because I haven't given you that gem-encrusted bronze hatch cover. I want to spend some time with family. I'm lonely. It's frustrated after being unable to practice a craft. Well, you want to practice a craft. So let's give you a craft. Stone crafting. And let's also give you stone detailing. Brass hatch cover, 1. An ender, hello. Your temple to Tubal died? Well, I've got a very important clip for you to watch from earlier today. It's a very important clip. No cover, no love. I'm working on it. You'll even get a tin chest. The nicest chests that we have. One of 50. Need to make a cage and name it Nicholas. You know, if a dwarf named an artifact cage Nick, I think I would cry. I'm just saying. Tears of joy. You ran out of pots and barrels and your brewer went brewing? Oh, and your brewer wasn't brewing? Oh no. That sucks. I kind of lost a fort to that not too long ago. Or to something similar like that. I wonder if we'll ever get to a point with that were creature where it says, instead of the dwarf, the were koala attacks. You know what I mean? Because that would be interesting. The were koala attacks so-and-so. Weasel is fighting, that's fine. Yeah, it's a were koala. As chat pointed out earlier, it's infecting the zombies with chlamydia. I mean, they're animals, right? So they're not going to be perfectly clean. Drop bears? Yes. Oh. Why are you outside in magma? Oh. They're trying to smooth the magma. That's why dwarves keep vanishing. No shit, eh? Hold on. Buddy, careful there. Come on, Nax. That's also probably not helping my frame rate much. Oh my god, you're not a miner. Okay. How can I do this? Seems like a job for a glassmaker. I mean, it seems like a job for an idiot. If I dig an up ramp, okay, so we're gonna try and save this dwarf. And a very precariously perched dwarf right here. This is gonna be a dangerous job. Hang in there, Nex. We're gonna try channeling out a ramp right underneath him. So I don't know if it's a bug or not, but I establish a guild hall, and then about a month later in game, they say, "Oh, he didn't build a guild hall," even though I did build a guild hall. They accuse me of not building a guild hall, and then they get this dismayed mood about a year later. I don't know if it's a bug, but guild halls don't seem to be working. Even though I zone them and throw furniture into them and make them pretty. Uh-oh. Never mind. Goodbye, Nex. Also, let's just make sure there's nothing else that needs to be smoothed behind this magma. Nope. I think magma flowed onto his tile, actually. And then my frame rate gets better. I mean, I don't know, actually. Do they have a set value that they need? And then that's probably what happened to Hobo, too, because he was also an engraver. That explains why my engravers keep mysteriously disappearing. I didn't see you type it in. Yeah, you mysteriously vamoosed. So I'm assuming you attempted to smooth that and then got charcoaled. I mean, capital L isn't locations, it's artifacts. So, you mean lowercase l. But, yeah, no, I'm well aware. I mean, it says next level. So, do they need to be that level in order to exist at all? Because if so, then I've been fucking that up. We'll say, agreed to build X and it's been upgraded to the proper level. Okay, today I learned. I thought that just meant that I had to zone it. You didn't even get to the, what? Before dehydration, the death of your fort, you got to pen a petition for the Farmers Guild. Oh, really? Yeah, no, that's usually the first one I get. Interesting. All right, well, the more you know. I didn't realize they needed to be at that level, so. I guess I kind of accidentally made them at that level previously. These ones, I just kind of had them set simply because I was just leaving them here. If I need to make them bigger, I can dig around the art. The Baron got unhappy thoughts? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't always get, I don't know. It's still just a lot of stuff I gotta learn and figure out. I screwed that up. Yeah, exactly. Lots of learning. We'll just let them work on that. But it's been fun so far. How many tin blocks do I have left after that big sale? About more than half of them. Let's make tin statue. 50. You never built temples before, but apparently they are great. Distressors. How so? What do you mean by great distressors? I don't know. the rocks, says your great Respeckian rock sergeant of Respectrock. Remember, kids, if you don't respect all the rock, you're gonna get trapped in it in Respectrock. But yeah, no, I do think that the Guildhall stuff is cool. I just wish managing it was a little more straightforward and less... What? Wait, what was that? There's a wolf woman walking around my fort who's a dancer. What do guilds do? They make, basically they allow dwarves of a specific skill set to go somewhere and hang out. And then they get to, or travelers can come by and teach lessons, and they can kind of gain a skill as a group rather than individually. They don't respect the rock. I mean, if they don't respect the rock, we can just, you know, chuck them in a volcano if really need be. Accidents are very easy to arrange in this fortress if we need to. It also makes disposing of bodies exceptionally easy. So useless? No? I mean, they're as useless as telling dwarves to go do a job. It gives idle dwarves who don't currently have a task something to do. Removes negative moods. So if you think that's useless, then you have an odd definition of useless, IMO. Just as useless as hospitals or training dwarves in any way. What is that? Fire clay, oh neat. So sure, yeah, useless. What tile set am I using? I'm using a customized version of Krug Smash's tile set, which is technically my own tile set. If you want it, it's pinned on my Discord. Or I can give you a link. Making sure there's no other dwarves stuck in the magma area. Nope, they seem fine. Makes it easier to get many things. Oh, interesting. So we have a helix. The helix of groped rock. Nearly a day's travel to the south. Looks to your thriving economy for its future prosperity. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Stone. The helix of groped rock, forming near Respectrock. Huh. Oh, we have fans, friend. Maybe they respect the rock a little too much, so we were like, yeah, you can move it over there. That's fine. Go respect your rock. We'll respect our rocks. Supposedly it works now, Magic Sun. Well, where is Groped Rock? It's the Dented Fields. Wait. Oh, wire dabbling. I read that as wire dabbing. There it is. Groped Rock. Their economy is linked to us, and I could request a worker. But I have no messengers right now. Also, I wonder how that mission's going. Still set to be raised. Grouped. Yeah, but it reads as groped. Or at least that's how I read it. Let's unsuspend a bunch of jobs here. Let's get all that stuff put away. And I'm going to assign this bedroom to one very particular dwarf in chat. Diffio. And the reason I'm assigning it to you is because you're getting a floor hatch. Not a brass one, I don't have enough brass, but you're gonna get a tin one. It's not gonna go anywhere, but you're gonna get a tin floor hatch. And I'll open the rest up. Also, you're together with Scrumpet Sheep, by the way. I hope that Scrumpet likes floor hatches as much as you. Also with rock in its name. Would be funny. It would actually be really funny. We could have Respectrock, Grouped Rock, Falling Rock, Heavy Rock, Light Rock, Big Rock, Small Rock. You know, all this talk about hatches, I'm thinking about Lost for the first time in a minute. The rock, rock, another rock, back rock, front rock, re-rock. Sonny, you're a boy, make a big noise. Soft rock. Playing in the string, big man, someday you got mud on your face. You're a big disgrace. Did you know that dwarves like rock? Bet you didn't. In rock we trust. Yeah. I should just make a bunch of you know what? Actually, hold on. Right, so I've commissioned 50 statues. That's great. Only a couple of them have been made. But details. Existing image, specify new image. Small rock. One. It's an image of a small rock. So we're going to be making a whole bunch of statues of rocks. Oh. Keep working, yeah. Because I always forget to hit Y instead of escape. There we go. Making a bunch of statues of rocks. Actually, I wonder if the worker requests aren't bugged anymore. They weren't bugged for me in the past. What does anything in Dwarf Fortress give you, really? Story building. World building. Used to give you useless traders? I mean, I can see if it's fixed. I need a messenger sign, though. Let's just throw some... I don't really need a Gelder. Rith, you can be our messenger. Let's go request a soldier. Request workers. Rovad Attic Metal. I'd like to listen to an attic metal band. I'm sure they would be awesome. I mean, we discovered a better randomly generated name than QuakeNet today. We most certainly did, Anander, if you haven't seen this clip. It's glorious, as the name of the clip suggests. Actually, Hobo, you want to do me a favor? If you're lurking? I'll DM you what the favor is. So we get those bedrooms put together. Looks like we're making many masterpiece hatch covers. You know what? I'm gonna throw down some nice quality hatch covers, right? I don't know why I'm just doing all this with hatch covers all of a sudden, but I've got a bunch of nice hatch covers, so might as well, oopsies. Throw these down here. And then in case of like severe emergency, we can lock them. Yeah, I'll DM you in a second, Obo. All right. Duber Dung's depth of the not. Yeah. Yeah. I already posted it on the subreddit, but they removed it because apparently they have a rule against posting random funny names because everybody just posts swear asses, which is fine, and I kind of get it. So, no hard feels there. But I am currently enlisting a HoboCab to put that on /r/gaming. But we need to upload it because they don't like Twitch clips being posted on there. Well, they don't always mind it, but sometimes they really mind it. Just direct linking clips. They either explode or they just get immediately deleted. And they get immediately deleted if it's a random small streamer. If it's someone big, like, I don't know, breaking their chair, then they blow up. The Forgotten Beast Donkey. It's hilarious, man. Like, we had a good laugh out of that one. I might actually, like, hollow out all the way around this. All right. I now probably still need some more bedrooms, so let's make another wing down here. But yeah, no, we got a good chuckle out of that earlier today, because we did a little bit of Legends mode exploring. So something that I think is really interesting, and maybe you guys can speak to this, chat. But I put my VODs up on YouTube for Dwarf Fortress, and I put up one the other day, which was literally 6.5 hours-ish of me reading Legends with a little bit of adventure mode in there. And it's rapidly becoming my most viewed recent upload. Is there a lot of interest for listening to people read Legends? Because I'll totally just upload videos of Legends. I'm super down to do a little bit of Legends every day. Because it is from Mirror's Edge. That's why it sounds like it's from Mirror's Edge. I'm listening to the Mirror's Edge soundtrack. Mirror's Edge, kind of a cult classic at this point. It's a pity the sequel sucked. They shouldn't have made it. It's the last EA game I really loved. Just read Legends, Swoop? I mean, we already did today. We did a little bit of that today. Be a lot of like genning a world and then just reading some Legends and then forgetting the world exists. Maybe making a Fortnite later. Oh, really? You speedran it? I used to watch a lot of Mirror's Edge speedruns, and then people stopped doing them. Made me kind of sad. I know somebody who has a Mirror's Edge inspired tattoo. What's my YouTube? Exclamation point VID. Thanks, Solo. All right, everybody, dogpile on that thread. Do what you can if you use Reddit. Let's see what we can do. It already got removed. That was fast. Oh well, big streamer privilege. There was a clip of Asmongold on there not too long ago. Although maybe it's just because of the name. I don't know. Oh well. With V Reddit? Interesting. Have to YouTube host or Giphy Cat? I mean, you could chuck it on Giphy Cat. Giphy Cat would be fine. I just won't open it because I'm scared of related images on Giphy Cat. It's curious. Why don't they allow v.reddit? Anyway, here's my YouTube channel. Reddit is such a strange place. I will never understand how Reddit works. System has created a tin statue of a Bully Pumpkin Hopes? Okay, so I need to know who Bully Pumpkin Hopes is. Also, there's a statue of Flobwort. I'm gonna throw that up here too. Let's throw some in the temples as well. Narandir. And a statue of dwarves. I don't know who it is, but I need to know who it is because it's a funny sounding name. But Flobwort got a statue. Flobwort was our mayor who starved to death in a tunnel, unfortunately. Flobwort won, I think, I assume. I don't know. It was cut off, so we'll find out when it gets placed. Because it messes, they don't allow v-reddit because it messes up the spam filter. Oh, interesting. It's weird that it messes up the spam filter, but. It does sound like an actual dwarf name, right? Not much of a Dwarf Fortress name, but. I'm actually curious. Diffio, how are you feeling about your new living space? Euphoric due to inebriation, interested after watching performance, grouchy after drinking some old booze, satisfied at work, satisfied upon improving some crafting, satisfied at work, enraptured communing with your god. Got nothing to say about your new bedroom. Thanks, Hobo. All right, round 2. Let's try this again. Question, does Giphy Cat have sound by default? I don't know. I've never uploaded something to Giphy Cat. Although I think I might just have Reddit muted. Yes, I do have Reddit muted. Shrug. How people get their second names? I have a middle name. I have 2 names. Dragon, hello. I saw statues flying by. Yeah, I got 2 names on my birth certificate. Because my parents gave me a second name. Now it has no sound. Is that true? Great. I know that Giphy Cat videos can have sound. Sorry for all the problems, Hobo. Don't worry about it. Reddit just has so many problem-fueled issues that make it a pain in the ass to moderate. Hello again, Belug. Welcome back. All right, Flobort. Oh, this is Flobort the Second. This is a finely crafted statue of Flobort the Second. Battle Labor. Also, Battle Labor is a fantastic last name. On the item is a finely designed image of Flobort the Second Battle Labor, the dwarf in tin by Locum. Flobort the Second Battle Labor is laboring. The artwork relates to the settling of the dwarf Flobort the Second Battle Labor in Respectrock in the early spring of 252. Oh, in Dwarf Fortress? I don't know. Oh, it is enraptured talk communing with their god. I'm not certain that you worship the god of hatch covers, but... So first time thread gets insta-gibbed deleted, and then the second time it has no sound. Great. Glory Fire, hello. God of what? I don't know what they were the god of. But I did say it's not like you worship the god of hatch covers. So I don't think that there's a god of hatch covers. $260th follower? You? No, you're my 12,139th follower. It's really funny. It is really funny, isn't it? Okay, so I need to be really careful and not accidentally tell him to smooth the magma flow because that went bad last time. Yeah, no, I got way more than 200. Where'd you get the number 260 from? Out of curiosity. Some good jams in this today. PTSD flashbacks. I mean, magma's scary, but your name is Gloryfire, so maybe you think that magma's glorious. I mean, I see the magma. Yeah. I'm well aware it's in the right-hand corner. Well, that's fine. The magma's fine. We'll be fine. Just have to walk around it, you know? It's not like the magma's gonna jump at you and attack you. It's never gonna drain. Oh, it's subs. Is that the number that he's looking at? Yeah, that's the number of subscribers I have. That's the number of people that are giving me money every month, or have been given money by, or someone else who's given me money in someone else's name as in the form of a gift. Although realistically, it's more like half that. But all right, that's enough of that soundtrack. It's the credits.
You're online.
That's a Grammarly ad, like most of the ads on YouTube are these days. Grammarly. No, I saw a couple. They're peaceful folk, though. The one time they really popped outside, they just kind of walked across the map and left. So, no, not really. I had problems once with magma crabs in a previous fort, but it ceased to be an issue pretty quickly. We've got a Fey Mood from a miner. Okay. You claimed a mason's workshop. When he came down here initially, I was hoping he'd go for the magma forges, but nah. Why are you upset, Locum? Likes your fine furnace. Feels satisfied at work. Lonely after being away from friends. Uneasy after being unable to pray. Basically what you're saying is you're overworked. You need a vacation. Gotcha, Dwarf. Crabs aren't crab. Crabs are delicious. And magma crabs are chill people. I can assure you that. My mayor just ended a mandate. Oh god, I hope you didn't want too much. Let's see, what are you going for? Is this the best game ever made? No, Tetris is the best game ever made. Duh. Wait, you had a mayor that said you can't make something? What? Why? Of course I'm not wrong. Tetris is the only perfect game ever made. Alright, that's gonna take you forever. I'm just gonna watch this. But yeah, no, of course I'm not wrong, because I know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Dwarf Fortress is one of the most interesting games ever made. Not the best. It says you can't trade X. Huh. I don't believe I've ever seen that. Anyway, the enemy have come and are laying siege to the fortress. Which means we're gonna lock everybody indoors and not fight them, because there's way too many of them. The humans have arrived once again. Also, I'm assuming that Our glorious dwarf has passed away in battle. They don't seem to be mounted this time. We're also not at war with any human factions, but we keep getting attacked by humans. Interesting. All right, where's that strange mood miner? You were a miner, right? Were there mercs? Possible. Catapults? What catapults? I am in the process of making a underground murder tunnel, but not quite there yet. Why don't I see you?
Oh, it's you.
Hello, Kibbs. How are you doing? And Mott as well. It's good to see you. Like, actually, where the heck is this strange mood? Oh, it's gonna start raving mad. Well, that's fine then. I guess that means we can just close the door. Not entirely certain why you went start raving mad, but time to close the door. And then weekend off. I hope you enjoyed that weekend off. Well, Stark raving mad, Dwarf made it back in. Pull that lever. Thank you. Any graphical games today? Unlikely. At least not while you're awake. I'll probably stream this for a little bit longer and then take an easy day. The reason I want to take an easy day is because I woke up at 5 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Okay? 5 o'clock in the goddamn morning. And then was informed that I had to go to my parents' house and help them fucking shovel snow. So I got up at a cab. I got a cab and drove to my parents' house and shoveled snow for 2 hours and then came back. And now I'm streaming. Made it back home about 20 minutes before my stream was supposed to start. Quickly made myself some toast and put a fried egg on it and done. Magical. Yeah, because you were informed that you had to move, yeah? Best of luck finding a new spot. Ten-day work stretch? Oh boy. The Flowery Jungle is the Ranger Guild Hall. Another Hillix! This one is Wheel Glide, has been founded nearly a day's travel to the south. Looks to your thriving economy for its future endeavors. All right, this one. It's the Silver Deep. That's the Flowery Jungle. This is the one that they keep despairing about. Let's put some statues in here. And I'll put a row of tables at the back. Yeah, not Wheel Rock, unfortunately. Will rock you. Which isn't unfortunately gonna happen. Actually, you know something else I can give them? Give them some masterwork cabinets, because I got a bunch of those. Any new things in fort mode? Guilds, religions, and cathedrals, temples. Of course, all of the random shit that shows up. Like the fact that there's just like... Actually, I don't see them. There was a zombie and a necromancer set of bards that were wandering around. We also had a couple necromancer monster slayers show up. Stuff like that. So yeah, lots of new things. Lots of new interactions, mostly. I mean, I guess. They can show up as visitors, so I assume they're not always hostile. They didn't attack anybody or hurt anybody, so... I need some more weapons. Got more soldiers than weapons. Iron, bronze, steel. So now I got that. What else can I do? It's really frustrating when you don't get a lot of materials that are easy to work with for military purposes. Actually, how many anvils do I have? Let's melt those and those. Let's also undo some of that. Let's melt those iron arrows. Let's melt the steel bolts. Let's melt those. Also, all of these arrows, because I don't know what I'm going to use those for. Assuming they're not on anybody's body. Also, where the heck did all this stuff come from? I wonder if the humans are carrying them. Regardless, I should unforbid all this stuff and try and melt it down. At least anything that's maybe useful. Like I said, it's highly likely a lot of humans already have those. But yeah, no, I would say that the new stuff is useful and interesting and worth looking at, R&D. Melt, metal object, 0. This particular fort, we just have a life supply of tin. We're making as much stuff out of tin as possible. No, the dwarves found the religion and ask you to build a temple for their religion. So they will petition for you to make a temple. So I guess technically you can, but it's your dwarves doing it, not you. Which will worship a collection of the pantheon of gods that they have. Toady said it would only take a week or two at most on the forums, so I don't know what your concern is. He said that all of the bugs were easy to fix, so I don't know. It's not that hard to deal with. Just turn on Dwarven contraception and you won't really have a problem with it. Was not seeing that post? Okay. I mean, it was posted on Steam and not on the website, oddly enough, so it was a forum post, not a main site blog post or anything. Suspended the construction of a tin statue, probably because a boulder was sitting on it. Wait, is that actually a bug? If you tell a pet to wait, they won't follow. You can't get them to follow you again? They're too good at waiting? Because that is really funny. You know what would be hilarious? What are they fighting with? Oh, they're beating up a peasant. I was kind of hoping that they'd get stuck in the magma flow. Not a terrible... enemy invasion, but it's not something I really quite want to fight with, if I can avoid it. Also, thanks very much for all the follows today. There's been like kind of a crazy number of follows today, so cheers, guys. A lot of people following the channel, including some that I've already banned. That's how you know it's been a good day. I'm just happy that Toady now has another really amusing out of left field random bug to tell stories about, you know? Oh, Lyra's grown to become a peasant. Excellent. Got another young dwarf ready to enter the world and join the workforce proper. So I need to dig down. That's not what I wanted to do with you. I need to dig down. And the reason I need to dig down is, we need two things. A water source, which we don't have on the surface. And we need to find... What do I need? I know I need something else from the caverns. I need a water source and... Oh yeah, I need to actually find some other metal. So we're going to dig down a bit. As the cat puking? I don't know if I agree with that. It's literally, it depends on how you word it. It's literally children steering their mothers to death. I'd say it's at least as interesting as elephants getting stuck on leaves and trees. I don't know, chat. Do you guys think that it's as interesting as cats puking to themselves to death? Maybe it's cats puking themselves to death and cat explosions are maybe better just purely because cats. But yeah, no, they're literally, like, imagine just like, you put a baby on your shoulders, and instead of giggling, it like digs its hands into your scalp and mind controls you to death. Because like, that's essentially what's happening. You want to craft a masterwork. You do want to craft a masterwork. Well, we currently need more dwarves in the furnacing department. Good luck, dwarf. Alcohol. Duh. Antisocial worker. Dwarves don't hail hydrate. Well, I do say looking after children drains you. Right? Exactly. I think the circumstances of cats dying from alcohol poisoning is funnier. This one is also hilarious. Like, it's more out there, but it is hilarious in its own way. Also, I really want my video of it to get millions of views. So let's make it as big of a deal. God damn it. Currently it has 700, so I'm like 0.01% of the way to my goal. Which would be 100,000, but yeah. 0.001. We'll get there. Maybe. Probably not. They don't require water to make alcohol, no. I actually don't know what they use to brew it, but no, it doesn't require water. Bismanite. What? It's the ore of bismuth. I don't think I've ever found that before. The fuck do I do with bismuth? That? Yeah. Morganite. The heck is morganite? Morganite, it's the darker sequel to Shovel Knight. Oh, it's a gem. Gotcha. Is potent substance substitute for water in all forms of liquor? God, I wish. So I haven't found any caverns yet. And I'm, as of now, on layer 100. Oh. Designate all. Probably threading the needle. Should be really valuable. But yeah, no, I don't know what to do with bismuth. I don't know how, don't you have to mix bismuth with something to make bismuth bronze, yeah? Oh, pfft. Oh God, because I set it back to automating. I'm having a hell of a time digging right now. Okay, so designate all. First I just set it to dig because I'm a fucking genius. Alloy and black gold? I mean, maybe, I don't know. There we go. Christ. All right, let's see what else we got. Needs melt designated item. Cool. Let's see what all did we get out of our melting. Got 8 iron bars now. Excellent. 4 steel. Cool. But yeah, anyway, the only copper I have is stuff that I've bought and melted. So, doesn't exactly help us. Only helps us if we find tetrahedrite or raw copper or something. It's only for bismuth bronze? Well, then it's useless to me. So we have tin and something I can't use. Although at least we found more bismuth. Well, that's cool, I guess. We're having a hell of a time actually getting anything done today. Mayor wants something. What do you want, Mayor? Animal traps. Animal trap. Wood. 3. I'm assuming that's just that. I know what I would need, but you only need copper. Yeah, I only need copper. I don't have copper. So thank you very much for your very helpful input on the only thing that I don't have. Didn't I literally say that earlier? I don't have copper. The only copper I've gotten has been, like, taken from other places. So. That's why you need it. You ever heard the term, thanks, Captain Obvious? Looks like we've got a cunt site in here. I'm making rock pots because I got nothing else to make. I need to keep my crafters busy. Hello, user. How you doing? All right, let's try digging a second shaft. I think it was you, but somebody earlier said, you should try AI Dungeon. And my response was, no, I won't stream it. Yes, I've played it. But no, I'm not gonna stream AI Dungeon. Native copper is like impossible to find indeed, yeah. Prospecting ain't no easy game. What did I think of it? Why do you keep asking about a game that I'm not interested in? I have nothing to say about it. I'm not interested in it. I played it a little bit, Why do I need to keep elaborating on game I don't give a shite about? It's a generator that generates worlds. I'd rather play War Sim. Where's that Sequisha clip? I need to find you a Sequisha clip. Give me a second. Sequisha, by the way, beautiful human being. Great mustache. Good opinions. Okay. Just gotta find a thing. Where was it? He retweeted it a few days ago. Was it before or after he redid his office? This clip just keeps getting more relevant the more questions you keep asking. Okay, I think I missed it. Let's try this again. Tweets and replies. This count retweets. He retweeted himself relatively recently, which is what I'm looking for. Where is it? Fuckos indeed. Is there a way to just search one particular person's stuff? I just really want to show you this clip because it's better than me just telling you to shut the fuck up. Snarkers. That's why I want to find this clip. I'm about to give up. About to give up. Yeah, I'm way too far back. I don't know, but basically it's this. We're playing Dwarf Fortress. Why do you keep asking about every single other obtuse game in existence? And then asking repeatedly? Not related at all. Yeah.
Need to rage as punctuation instead? Did you just put a did you just put a reindeer? Wait, hold on. Willem, how the fuck do you even have these emotes? What the fuck? Where are you? Why do you have all these emotes? What the fuck? Look what you did. What is that? Where the fuck is it?
You gotta love those. First time I saw those, I laughed pretty hard. But yeah, anyway, do me a huge favor. You heard of random game. You heard of this game. You heard of this game. You heard of this game. Odds are yes. And I don't care. So let's try from the bottom of your heart to keep on subject. No, I don't give a flying fuck about infector survivors. And your description of it makes it sound horrendous.
You like pain? Here's more.
Fuck. I wouldn't quite say that, Quack. Vlam, what up? How thing? Wait, why? Okay. I mean, sometimes you just gotta be that person and stick something on something else that's not supposed to be there. Long story short, like... Crypt Rage? WTB, I need 700 subscribers to get another emote. And I really don't want to delete any of mine. Besides, that's kind of what the laser's supposed to be. Nobody uses it as that, but that's what this is supposed to be. Ouch indeed, yeah. That's like the one problem with unlocking other emotes and having so many emotes is actually getting more is gonna be a humongous undertaking and probably won't ever happen. God bless Spitalier, but yeah, I don't ever expect to unlock any more emotes. It's a good tearjerker. Okay, we can stop brewing alcohol. We got enough alcohol. It's a good tearjerker soundtrack, isn't it? Isn't it, Flam? Yeah, Izuma, not much. Just me rambling. Really. We're under siege, but I'm ignoring them because I want to get down to the caverns. I'm blind getting mad. I wouldn't describe myself as mad right now. Mildly annoyed. Mad is significantly more violent. Nope. No Keck W here. I could add Keck W. I got nothing against Keck W. I just have never seen a desire for it. All right, well, I guess I need more stairs. I need to find caverns. It's Crypt 3i because Twitch won't let you. So if you delete an emote and recreate it, Twitch won't let you make another emote of the same name. So I kind of got jebaited out of my own emote there. Which is silly. I probably, there's like a cooldown on it where eventually you are able to make another emote of the same name, which I need to do, but eventually I will, but it's gonna take me a while. But yeah, no, in general, just try and keep the stream on subject. I don't care about every single game in existence. Hibbledy bibble, hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today? You like the music? It's a good soundtrack. It's Endless Space too. Heavy and symphonic, yep. Endless Space is a fantastic soundtrack. I think it's time for us to start collecting sand. We can actually use this as a nice sand collection area. Need plump helmets spawn. Well, they should go get some. I'm sure that we could get you plenty. Yeah, one tile of sand is infinite. I can just gather sand forever. Same with clay. So how many of you think that I scared sharkers away? I think I scared sharkers away. It's fine. We'll be okay. How many levels down do I mine? Usually until I hit a cavern. And then I seal off the cavern. But right now I can't find the cavern, so I'm going down 100 at a time. Having a really hard time. Yay, I found more tin ore. Whoa. Oh, did I automate that? No, I didn't. I designated it. Let's automate it. There you go. Oh, we hit red tourmaline. We're into quartzite. There's 6 or 7. Yeah, I usually just, if I'm going for a shallow fort though, I go until I hit stone. Always at least go until you hit stone, because you want stone. Without stone, you're not really very dwarfy. Another Helix has been found at half day's travel. This one's called Spire Pillar. Looks to our thriving economy for their future. And we're under siege, so good luck to that. I'm trying to solve the problem, because currently I'm doing nil for water. I'm looking for water right now. By that I mean I'm digging down to the cavern layer to hopefully find water. Because there's no aquifer on this map. Also, I need clothing. Yeah. I mean, there is some puddles outside, but we're under siege by a whole bunch of humans, and I really don't want to have to fight them out in the open, because they will probably kill me. Well, they're not thirsty dwarves, but they might need a shower every now and again. Dwarves don't get thirsty for water. Dwarves don't need water. Humans need water. Dwarves are not humans. Dwarves is dwarves. Now they use water to wash their beards. I hate making pigtail clothing. I find it super tedious, so I never do it. I just use silk. Why did those get suspended? What? Lapis lazuli and wood opal. What about wool? I don't have any sheep or alpacas. I don't think. Duck, cats, puppy. Puppy, kitten, yeah, I don't. Didn't bring any, and nobody's brought any. Also, I wouldn't have anywhere for them to graze right now. They'd all be dead even if I did have them. Because I haven't hit the cavern layer yet, so I have no fungi to feed them. Or moss, rather, or whatever the heck it is. Is it cave fungus or cave moss? You'd think they could spin their beard hair into clothing. You'd think. It lets you shear dwarves. What if they automatically trim? So you don't have to, like, shear your dwarves, but the dwarves will just trim their beards. Blasphemous? I mean, probably not wrong. Would I wear my hair? Depends on what it was made into. I'm not gonna hit it, am I? I mean, would you wear your hair? You're always wearing your hair? I'm not certain that's how that works. Something being a part of you doesn't really count as wearing it. I mean, that or maybe we should just make a mod where dwarves don't care about clothing and they just run around naked and use their beards as kilts. They have enough hair. They could get along real well with the trolls. By trolls, I mean like the toy trolls. Those awful dolls with the weird shaped hair that later became brats. Morganite. The heck is Morganite? Morgan, we found your ite. Probably just a rock. Yep, it's just a gem. I mean, they do. See many a drawing of a. It's kind of like what if they just like tie a belt, like a piece of rope around their beard, and they wear it like an apron, and then just run around naked. To be fair, Bismuth's Night is actually pretty rare, but like. My God, I've got to just be like threading the needle. How deep is this map? 100 layer, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Not that deep. Huh. I'm at a loss. So those are the 3 separate shafts I've dug. How the heck have I managed to miss every cavern lair? Wow. Shiz. Okay. Now the game won't zoom back in. Come on. This is not okay. Let's try one over here. Cool. Dug some stairs. Yep, they do spawn under volcanoes. Just in weird places around volcanoes, and they're often odd shapes and sizes. I've had them spawn under volcanoes before. Having stew with the family. Well. If you're headed to bed, Stone. We'll see you later, friend. I really should be working on my defensive structure. But instead I'm like perplexed at where the flying the caverns are. God damn it. The hell. I'm just like kind of at a loss here. Oh well, while they dig, I'm going to take a leak. You guys can watch this dwarf. I'll be back in a second. Like, this fort is fun, don't get me wrong, but man, it's frustrating when you can't find the caverns and you need to. There's one time I had a dwarf die of an infection because we couldn't clean it because I couldn't find the caverns. Oh well, if this shaft doesn't work, we're just gonna focus solely on constructing the magma murder device. That's it. It is super annoying. It is. Doesn't help that the frame rate's bad, so everything's moving at 1% of the speed it's supposed to. We found shell opals. Hornblade, pyrope, shell opals. As we continue to dig, I just really hope I find water. Let's just let them work on that. Fly up here, work on some bedrooms. I do really like this fort, though. One of the better forts I've made in a while. Weirdly happy with how this monstrous cavern layer is turning out. Or not cavern layer, a bedroom layer. Another Spearmaster popping in. Monstros? Wait, what? Oh, Volt. Music gets creepy. It's fine. You became a mace dwarf. Vault. Thought I'd let you know. You're no longer a West Side. Wait, are you saying that you dream of forts this cool? Like you don't make cool forts? Why don't you make cool forts? tried cool spicy death cold biome embark last week, died off before 2 years. Yeah, that's usually what happens to me in those. Uh-oh, somehow I managed to record. You just run into fun. Yeah. I mean, partial biomes, I think, are the best way to do that. A fart going indefinitely? I mean, that sounds stinky, but I'm not entirely certain what you're talking about. More Morganite. Sooner or later, this is gonna be our own morgue if we... No fort, only Zool! A sumo wrestling preteen with a mace. Basically, yes. Some people would enjoy that, actually. Oh, I see. Sorry. I'm apparently doing a terrible job of reading chat right now. More Bitsmanite. Because Fortnite is the most popular game on Twitch. By like a mile. So obviously some people would enjoy being put into a Fortnite, you know, stream because a lot of people like watching Fortnite. We just need more people that are interested in watching Dwarf Fortress. Although granted, we have 76 people here, which is, you know, I know a lot of you are lurking, but that's a lot of people for a Dwarf Fortress stream. And yes, an update happened recently. But still, that's a lot of people for a Dwarf Fortress stream. So I can't complain. It's Tarkov? Only when Tarkov has drops. The rest of the time, Tarkov is not the most popular stream game on Twitch. Only when it has drops. Which is essentially cheating the system. So what we need is Dwarf Fortress drops, chat. Truly, that's what we need. We need... Well, I have to summon and dock. You know what? There's a point where I just go, you know what? Fuck it. It's not even worth discussing, so I'm just gonna... You just believe what you want to believe, and I'll sit over here and be the tiny streamer that doesn't matter. It's okay. You just, you know, you say what you want to do. You say what you want to say. I'll just be over here and continue to be irrelevant. No, not in the grand scheme of things. I could disappear off of Twitch and a few people would notice. The moment you start telling me, oh, well, tell that to Doc and Summit, it's like, no fucking shit. Tell that to Doc and Summit. Fuck off. Anyway. Yeah. Never said you were trying to be a jerk. I just said there's a point where I might as well not be partake in a conversation. I just would rather not discuss it. Let's put it this way, right? Off the top of my head, I can name 6 streamers who, but I won't, who streamed for a very long time exclusively Warframe. When Warframe had drops, they each independently had 20,000 concurrent viewers. You know how many viewers one of them had yesterday on Destiny? 43. Drops don't fucking matter. Tell me it's clever marketing? Fuck you, it doesn't matter. If people don't want to watch a game, they're not going to watch the game. They'll watch it when there's drops, if there's a big player base, but they'll stop the second the drops go. Oh yeah, there's definitely a big audience for it, but nowhere near the size of Fortnite. Lots of people play Tarkov. But if you genuinely think that drops make a game the most popular game on a platform, no. It brings all the lurkers up. All it does. What are drops? You hook your Twitch account up to an account on an external platform, and then watching streams gives you loot in the game. Drops. It's fucking stupid cheating the system marketing that bothers the crap out of me. And I hate it. With every fiber of my being. Like, that Tarkov directory, when Tarkov had drops, was filled with people who've been vocal about hating Tarkov and not wanting to play it because they think it's a bad game. And then flip that with also it's filled with all of the GTA RP streamers who are streaming it purely because, oh, I can get, like, fucking opportunistic massive view counts here. Whee! Fuck off. Yes, Tarkov is big. Yes, it's one of the biggest games on the site. It's not the biggest. Was the biggest for a bit. But not biggest. Because of kind of gross marketing that I don't like, particularly. It's disgusting and unfortunate. But if you have to fake view counts to make a game seem bigger than it is so that people buy it, okay. Also, I'm really cranky today, apparently. Sorry for being a dick. I woke up goddamn early. I'm tired. I may have the right to be, but nothing gives you the right to be a dick. I mean, I'm being kind of a dick. Or my sass level is significantly higher than normal anyway. I never said, like, okay. It artificially inflates numbers to make a game seem bigger and more popular than it is, so that people don't know what the game is, tune into the game, and people who already play the game and don't normally watch the game, tune into the game. Thus, artificially inflating the numbers of a streamer, and then also bringing new streamers to a game with the hopes of their numbers being inflated artificially. Okay, I'm talking about this from a streamer's perspective. Right? It's a method of artificially inflating broadcasters' numbers so that they stream more of it, right? So you can say it's not necessarily artificial inflation, but none of those numbers really help the broadcaster in the long run. And I've seen it time and time again with Warframe, happening with Tarkov. It happens with Don't Starve when they do drops. It happened with Anno 1800 when they did drops. It's marketing. And it doesn't really help the streamers in the long run, just the short term. And the audiences never stick around. That's all I'm trying to say. So it's great for Tarkov, and it's great for Tarkov's streamers. But I just don't really like the streamer culture surrounding it. I think you should create content for a game that you love. And I think that you should, like... But unfortunately, there's a lot of people on this platform that are, for lack of a nicer way of saying it, literally just in it for the money. And that's the kind of culture that breeds. You know, the people that are there for the fame, they're there for the numbers, they're there to grow. And I think that's rather unfortunate. I like to pride myself for being somebody who's here to entertain and create something different, hopefully something unique. A lot of people aren't in for that. Another Helix! Praise Figures has been founded nearly a day's travel to the southwest and looks to your thriving economy for prosperity. Man, Helixes are popping up everywhere. At least we have, like, the dwarves kind of have this bastion up here, this, like, safe zone. Like, yeah, there's a little bit of evil, but most of the evil is kind of over here, so that's good. We are still under siege, yeah. Eurus has been found dead, dehydrated. What? I have plenty. What? How did you dehydrate? Did you go stark raving mad or something? Odd. I make coffins. I did. Apparently Harebrained Schemes is hiring, so if you live in Seattle and are interested in working in the games industry, Harebrained Schemes is hiring. Okay, not for pets, but we will allow burial. That should get that corpse dealt with. And this is going to be where we drain the magma. And then I just need one lever that we pull that drains all of this. These are Gabbro, and Gabbro is magma safe. So we'll be able to drain this so that we can, you know, collect magma-safe armor and weapons that fall into this pit that we... Man, I'm just scaring people away from the stream like crazy today. Quality. Doing good. Back and forth. How many years? 3. I haven't found a cavern yet, which is annoying. Here cometh all of the floodgateth. All right, chat. I think I'm just a little bit too cranky to stream today. I need to not scare half of my audience away. So I think I'm just gonna call it. I only streamed 6 hours and 40 minutes today, but frankly, I've been streaming too much the last week and a half, so I think I'm just gonna call it. give me a chance to like get some actual food in my system and take care of myself for a little bit. I'll have to get your VR headset. You have fun with that. But anybody on that I can host? Let's see. I guess all I gotta say is this. Sorry for being a little snappy. But if I'm cranky, don't really take my meanness, my crassness a little too seriously. I don't generally mean it. Generally. If I mean it, you'll know it. But thanks as always, everybody who takes the time to watch this humble broadcast in this portion of Twitch. I'm gonna host Captain Duck, who's hosted me twice. Seems like a cool person. Some of you may know him from very old Dwarf Fortress tutorials. But yeah, I will be around. I'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be taking a look at Stone Shard. Might play a little bit of that tonight and kind of come to grips with the controls and stuff. It's early access roguelike. Hopefully we have fun with that. So probably won't be any Dwarf Fort tomorrow. But there will be Stone Shard and maybe Scourgebringer, which I'll be messing with tonight again. So shoutouts to Captain Duck. Also, I should say, if you're interested in supporting this broadcast, it was just put in there, and you probably already know, but I have a Patreon. $1 a month helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys on the flip side. Good night.